in the last clip you saw, that was months upon months ago. Uh, right now the car is a running and driving car. Last night I just got done replacing the water pump down there, put everything back on, and sometime in the future, once I want to replace this serpentine belt, I'll put basically what I did to take this off without having to go and wedge your hand all the way back in there, try to figure out how to undo the tensioner. But it's a little trick that I did last night that worked very well. You will have to have a little strength for it, but other than that, I've replaced the idle air control valve right back here. This is a 2.2 liter overhead valve from a 2000. This is a 8th digit VIN number 4 old style engine. If it's an F, it's new. And basically what I'm going to be doing right now is taking off the idle air, well, not the idle air, but the throttle position sensor. And I cannot stress this enough: disconnect your fucking battery. Everyone needs to disconnect your battery whenever you replace any type of sensor. I don't care what it is, crank or ignition, disconnect the fucking battery. But basically, from what I know, this idle air control valve took a T20 Torx, and what I basically did was right here at the brake booster, I pulled this out, making sure this ring that's at the base stays in, and then I had this, which I don't know if everyone's just gonna have it, but this goes right over the bolts. So I pulled it out on this side at least, and then I put it up here under the windshield wipers. Also, what I'm going to be doing here soon with these, because it works perfectly fine that way. And pretty sure this is going to be the same thing, T20 Torx, but I'm going to be replacing this right now. I ain't going to record the process of having to do it, but all I could say is this is going to be a lot easier than getting into this. But with this, I'm using a 1/4 inch socket, and I was using the T20 Torx with the extension. I only paid maybe 10, 15 bucks for this at Walmart. I'm not really sure. It's been about a year or two so far with this. But this extension, and just put it on without the socket, and just put the socket that the T20 fits in into the socket. I think it was either this one or this one, probably this one, and just go ahead and do that. Then you'll be able to actually get your length that you want to at least reach both sides of that, because what I did was, with me having this up and that moved, I was able to actually get my hand right back here with it, and I actually had enough space to move, because what I did was I moved the brake booster vacuum over here up and out of the way while having everything else up here. So I'm gonna get this throttle position sensor done now, and if there's anything else I need to add in for this at least, I will include it. But other than that, after this part, I will be showing you guys what the car looks like now, because I have a header for the front of the engine coming in on the 23rd by whatever fucking company now, and basically everything else just sitting the same. So, but I'll also do an add up and find out how much all the parts were, because new idle air control valve, throttle position sensor, I have an aftermarket air filter for it that I haven't yet installed, and new battery, New ignition coils, new spark plug wires, new spark plugs, which I found out that was the reason why the car wasn't starting in general once I went to go and turn it over after getting the radiator fixed and replacing the battery, because the old ones were caked in nothing but gas. So water pump is good. I'm sitting on top of everything because right now it's fucking snowy as shit. But there's also this bracket right here that has these 2 bolts. I took this last night. I painted it flat black on one side, so we'll keep that hush hush. But I cut this part off. All it does is connect to the back of this one. It's not really needed. That's just for extra strength. I mean, with how thick this is and where the bottom is connected in the same, well, a little bit less to the same thickness, I took that out so that way I don't actually have to worry about, you know, taking the alternator off and then doing all that shit again. Just replace the header, because the header is going to be added, and then before I add the header actually on though, I'm going to be doing a couple errands, making some money, calling some people, getting a whole exhaust system for this car. It's not going to be traditional exhaust. It's going to be side piped on both sides, and it'll be a little hard to show that unless they allow me to go in once it's on the lift. But basically it's a custom exhaust system, and it's going to sound like a motorcycle once it's done, and also give it some extra horsepower, which I don't really care for on an inline 4, but then again, this is the first inline 4 I've ever owned, so. But I'm also gonna sometime also take this off. One, I'm gonna clean it down, probably repaint it. Someone give me probably a color choice that I should do between black or purple or maybe like a silver, or probably get it polished or something, because I'm not really sure what to do. The car itself is blue right now, but it's gonna get repainted a plum crazy purple with black rims, and then windows tinted. The inside is gonna be re-dyed and everything, all the fun cheap stuff to make it look nice. And the lights will be swapped to LED sometime. Not really worried about the headlights right now, but currently inside lights, because the headlights work perfectly fine for now. And after all this, probably do a total up of how much everything is. But I'm gonna get this throttle position sensor done, and I will probably say some more stuff right after this, so be right back.